TC number 329, 5 seconds. Start. Mr. Deputy Speaker, Sir, I rise to support this measure. When we talk in this house or outside, we always talk in terms of the farmers. It is a fact that our country is predominantly a farming country. 80% of our production is dependent on agriculture. Therefore, even in the sphere of industries, particularly those which are agro-based, a scientific approach is required. Up till now, it appears that the trend of thinking for industries is mostly in favor of those which are not agro-based. In fact, most of our industries in India, whether they are sugar, textile or jute, are agro-based industries. But particularly with regard to sugar industry, you would appreciate that majority of the farmers, whether they are in the north or in the east or the south or in some parts of the west or even in central India, find that sugar cane growing is becoming more and more unprofitable. It is true that in some of the states where there is canal irrigation or where there is perennial cheap irrigation, people do cultivate sugar. Sugar is one of our agricultural produce which heavily supports our exchequer. Moreover, because of the sugar production, we are in a position to maintain the stability of prices in the country. Therefore, my primary submission would be that we should realize that this industry should survive, progress and prosper. Its maladies and the causes of its sickness have got to be tackled. For quite a long time, we have been hearing complaints from the farmers that they are not being paid sugarcane prices in time and that the sugarcane prices are becoming more and more unremunerative to them. It is unfortunate that in this country, whether it is profitable or not, the farmer is compelled to go on growing his farming products. This is his weakness. He cannot think in other terms. If you apply cost benefit ratio principle here, you will find unlike other industries, the farmer has got no choice to divert to other fields. Therefore, this industry needs the utmost attention by the government. My friend from the opposition rightly said that it is well known how the profits and capital of these sick industries have been siphoned off. Today, we know that 600 textile mills are suffering because of its maladies and sickness. We know that millions of people are out of job. Similarly, if you do not give specific attention to the sugar industry, the fate of the farmers and workers in the sugar factories would be in jeopardy. Therefore, my submission is that until we make the entire farming community stand on its own legs, our goal of making our economy self-reliant as early as possible will not be achieved. Therefore, sir, my submission is that today we export our sugar at a subsidized rate. People also say that sugar also be made available at cheaper rates in our country. No doubt the interest of the consumer has to be protected. The same thing is happening even with regard to milk industry, our dairy industry. The farmer and the women who are rearing animals do not get remunerative prices for milk and milk products, but we want to provide them at cheaper rate because butter should be available at the table for the morning breakfast. Ghee should be available at the dining table at cheaper rate. All these are the demands made by the vocal people. So far, we are going on yielding to the demand made by the vocal people and not by the people who are perspiring on the soil. So far, we have not paid any attention to the difficulties of the farmers. I come from a village and I know the difficulties of villagers. There is no 8-hour shift. There is no dearness allowance with the rise in the price index level. But does it mean that he should not get even the remunerative price for the products he provides? Maybe sugar cane, maybe milk, maybe food grains, maybe castor oil, maybe pulses, or anything else. Now, the time has come when we have to pay attention to their needs and aspirations and see that the farmer gets remunerative price. Of course, I welcome and support this bill, but I would say it will be in the strict relevance of the situation if I impress upon the Honorable Minister and the Agriculture Department in the Government of India to pay more attention to the difficulties of our farmers. Now the time has come when even with regard to agriculture and agro-based industries, a scientific approach and thorough examination has got to be done. Otherwise, the discontent and the poverty that you want to eradicate, you would not be in a position to root out for all time to come. In the sugar industry, modernization is not there. Depreciation funds which are being collected by the industry are not used properly. Allotment of funds, as already mentioned, is done for the other industries but not for the sugar industry at all.